Epstein, Epstein, Epstein. That is what you focus on. That is what Trump and his cult are so desperate to distract you from. I just saw a tweet by Byron York, and he is, I believe, with the Washington Examiner. Is that who this douchebag is with? Can I pull up his profile here? It's not happening because Twitter is a shit platform. Oh, there we go. He is chief. Why don't I just show you what I'm looking at here? Here's his profile. Byron York, chief political correspondent, Washington Examiner, Fox News contributor, host of the Byron York Show podcast. Wow, I bet that's great. Here is Byron York posting a tweet to be read by his fellow Trump cultists, and he writes, "Don't be distracted. Focus on what Hillary Clinton did in 2016. Put aside speculation and judgments of motive. Clinton and her campaign accused Trump of collusion and blah, 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 blah." The important money quote here, don't be distracted. You are literally, with this tweet, trying to distract people from what's going on right now with the Epstein files and Donald Trump's involvement in all of that. That's literally what you're doing. And you begin by saying, don't be distracted. Focus on what Hillary Clinton did in 2016. What year is it? Maybe I'm just wrong about what year it is. And it would make... No, it's 2025. It's 2025. And Byron York, the host of the Byron York Show podcast, says that we need to focus on what Hillary Clinton did in 2016, nearly a decade ago. And of course, the things he wants you to focus on have pretty much all been proven to be lies by this point. So focus on the disproven lies from a decade ago. That's what you need to focus on. Don't focus on Epstein and his rape island that Donald Trump probably was at. And don't focus on any of that. Focus on Hillary Clinton. Good God. These people are pathetic. This shows you how desperate they are. Do not stop. Do not let up. You focus on this and keep the focus on this. This is doing so much damage to Donald Trump. And by the way, it seems like there is a full court press going on the MAGA right now, trying once again to distract from Epstein. They're all kind of getting on the same page. Nothing has worked so far to distract. Nothing. They've tried everything. Donald Trump is literally trying to focus people's attention on a commercial for jeans, a jeans ad with some young actress slash model that they're pushing constantly on Fox. That's like it's on a continuous loop on Fox. This American Eagle Sydney Sweeney jeans ad. And Trump was posting about that today. They're so desperate. But the chattering class, people like Byron York, are trying to refocus back to Hillary Clinton in 2016 because this has been one of the most effective storylines for them over the past decade. It's something that Trump and these guys return to. Every time Trump gets in trouble with something, they bring up this. Every time, literally every time since 2017 that Trump gets in trouble, they try to bring it back. Whenever Trump is accused of something, they go, that's nothing. The real crime is what they did to Donald Trump in 2016. Blah, blah, blah. They've been doing it for a freaking decade. It's pathetic. And they're all getting on the same page. All these chattering class people. Byron York. I saw Mark Levin. He has a Sunday show on Fox. I saw clips from that from yesterday. He's saying the same thing. He's like, don't be distracted. We
Focus on Hillary Clinton. Who cares about Epstein? Stop talking about Epstein.
Man, it hurts your throat doing a Mark Levin impression. How does that guy do it all the time? That can't be his real voice, is it? Anyway, they're desperate. They're desperate because they know. They know how badly this is hurting Trump. See, Trump has already lost everyone. The only people, and all the polls bear this out right now, he is historically unpopular. He is underwater on every single issue. The best polls for him have him at about 40%, which is historically, at this point in his presidency, only 6 months in, historically awful. But a lot of polls have him in the 30s. Terrible. He's underwater on every single issue. The only people really who support this guy anymore are his cult. I mean, we're almost down to the only people supporting him any longer. Man, I'm still suffering the lingering effects of the Mark Levin impression. By the way, if you want the mug, and there's others, mocking Donald Trump, link in my YouTube, whatever. You'll find it on my YouTube page if you want it. Anyway, what was I saying? Damn it, I distracted myself with the fuck Trump bear. That's not good. It's like we're getting to the place where the only people who support this jackass are his cult. And maybe, a handful of just stupefied morons who pay so little attention to politics. They have no idea what's going on. And if these buffoons get contacted by a pollster, they're like, oh, yeah, I like Trump. Just idiots. That's where we're getting to. And these people are scared to death of Trump losing even more support and what this means for the midterm elections and what it means for the future of the Republican Party. Which is why they're trying so hard to rig the midterm elections. And by the way, I hear this all the time. There aren't going to be midterm elections. Yes, there are. There are going to be elections. Even dictators have elections. Actually, dictators love elections. I mean, Vladimir Putin has elections. They love elections. They rig them in their favor to give them, landslide election victories, and they cite their rigged election results as evidence of their popularity. So dictators love elections as long as they can rig them, which is what Donald Trump and Republicans are trying so desperately to do right now. Because, and I'm having a pun, no, fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, they're trying so desperately to rig the elections because they know how unpopular this guy is. And it's only getting worse. And the economic numbers are getting worse and worse and worse. Which is why Trump fired the woman in charge of the Bureau of Labor Statistics who put out all these bad jobs numbers because they're bad. Anyway, they're desperate. Do not let them change the subject. Do not listen to Byron York. I know I don't need to tell most of you that. By the way, I got a comment earlier today. Somebody said to one of my videos, yeah, I really like your videos, but you call Trump supporters morons. You do that and they're not going to watch you. It's just going to be preaching to the choir. You got to, stop calling them morons or Trump voters won't watch your videos. Whether I call them morons or not is irrelevant. They're not going to watch my videos because as soon as they start listening to me, whether I call them morons or not, I don't pull punches when I'm talking about their orange God King. They hear that, they're immediately going to go. But before that, the algorithm is going to take care of that. The algorithm isn't going to put my videos in front of Trump supporters. And I'm not... That's just the way it is. That's part of the problem with all of these online platforms. Once the algorithm knows the content you like, that's all it feeds you. Okay, so Trump supporters don't like anyone criticizing Trump. Whether I call them morons or not, the algorithm is not going to show them my video. They won't, and this is part of the reason, part of the way it's so easy for these morons to live in information bubbles. They are never presented the information. If they go on, they watch TV, they choose the channel that they're going to watch. So they watch Fox News. They're not going to hear anything negative there. And when they go onto social media, you don't exactly choose what's showing up in your feed. The algorithm does. But the algorithm, if you're a Trump cultist, knows what you want to hear, which is, pure Trump propaganda. So they're not going to show my video. Anyway, just want to throw that in there. I got to run. I got to go take care of this. But thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.